Lawsuit filed on Boca Chica Beach closure. Sylvia's restaurant in La Famosa. Latin Jazz Festival is set to kick off this weekend. Southwest travel mess. And also the other mural. It is Wednesday, October 13th, 7:04 a.m. My name is Frankie Olivo, and this is Good Morning Brownsville. Good morning, Joe. How's it going? Again, I appreciate seeing you on here. I didn't bring it up on Monday, but this past weekend I kind of turned off my phone, closed myself off from the world for a bit. I needed that self-isolation, so I didn't catch any pictures or any of your travels. So this weekend, even though I will be very, very busy, I will be looking out for those pictures to see where you were at in the city of Bronzo. Once again, I appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. Have a very, very great hump day. Starting off with the weather, it's going to be a cool Friday, it seems, in the city of Brownsville. We're set to get a cold front in the next few days. And again, we try our best to start off with the weather. I'm the type of person that as soon as I wake up, I go outside in my underwear and I kind of check. No, I stick out my hand and va a estar un frito hoy. So every morning, that's my little routine. I prepare for the day, and I like to start off the show this way, starting off with the weather. Again, we are going to get a cold front this Friday. Also, we are going to get some thunderstorms, and after that, it should be a sunny day. So today and tomorrow, it should be nice and breezy. And these past few weeks, it's been nice and cool. I love this weather. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's perfect. Cuddle. It's perfect weather to cuddle. It's perfect weather to make babies. I know I'm going to get in trouble, but I always love the cold. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get a cold front starting on Friday. We should get some isolated showers, thunderstorms. Saturday, it is in the high 50% percentage. But again, we saw how Tropical Storm Nicholas kind of gave us the little run around. But do anticipate a change of weather. Cold front Friday, thunderstorms on Saturday. Let's see. Good morning, Virginia. Have a great day. Thank you so much for your time, Virginia. I hope you have an even better day. Nice to see you. Nice to see you on here. Nice to see your comments in red on YouTube. God bless. Thank you so much. Hey, Kat, good morning. I missed you. It's been a while. How have you been? Good to see you on here. Again, to all my friends and family, if you please would transition to YouTube. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like the show. Share the page if you would. On YouTube, you can either like or dislike my page. Whatever you do, put a reaction. I'm trying to grow my page as much as possible. I'm not here to ask for money. I'm not here to ask for any type of donations. All I'm asking is for a simple share, a simple like of the page. That's all I'm asking. So thank you so much, Virginia and Kat, for setting the example being on YouTube. I know Joe said, hey, I'm on both. I just prefer commenting on Facebook. I appreciate you, Joe. So thank you so much to everybody who's helping me out little by little, try to grow the page as much as possible. I really, really appreciate it. How's it going, Paul? Good morning, Frankie. Good morning, Paul. Hope you have a good Wednesday. I haven't seen you on here. Always great to see you on. God bless. I jumped. Good morning, Kanina. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Good morning, Mr. David Castro. How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Stop. I hear that thing in my head every day. I'm like, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, man. Have a great day. Good morning, Peppermint Patty. Hope you have a good Wednesday. Thank you so much for your time. Again, if you're on YouTube, make sure you like, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. I'm okay with that. I'm trying to get as much exposure as possible. Exposure. Some will get it. But even if you thumbs up or thumbs down my page on YouTube, it's good for me. I'm trying to generate revenues to a point where we can generate income on this page. And again, I am of the philosophy of putting back into the business, putting back into my craft. Any money that I do get would be to give back to my community. Bronzo Talk this past year, we gave out $1,000, $500 to a student, to two students. I want to do that again. I want to again pour money back into my little hobby of mine of podcasting. I want to get a better mic because according to Roman, my mic is weak. But again, that is the way you can support. Again, I will not ask you ever for money, for donations, for nothing. All I ask is for a simple like on my YouTube, thumbs up or thumbs down. And all I ask is a simple like and share on YouTube. That's all I ask of my community. Thank you so much. We want to remind our community, for those in need, there will be food giving out. Va a haber despensas mensuales en el centro de Bronzo, en la calle 14. Va a ser parte de Bibliotech Brownsville. Va a ser este miércoles, hoy en la tarde de 2 a las 6. The Bronzo Housing Authority, in works with Bibliotech Public Library, Envision, and Bronzo Wellness Coalition, will be having a food distribution today in downtown Bronzo. The address is 1406 East 14th Street here in downtown Bronzeville. Today from 2 to 6. I encourage my friends and family, if you know people who are in need, people who could benefit from this, please let them know. Also, my friends have kind of been critical of, we pass by these places and we see nothing but Mercedes and BMWs, and why are these people picking it up? Well, one thing I've learned is that these families, what they do is, it's not necessarily for them. The beautiful thing is that they go pick up and they take to individuals who might be at work, elderly couple who might not have some sort of transportation. So let's not criticize of individuals who are picking it up. There is a lot of need. I am of the belief that our area being one of the poorest in the nation, we need to get all the help and all the assistance we can. So again, they will be having a food drive in downtown Bronzeville today from 2 to 6. The address is 1406 East 14th Street, downtown. This is being brought to you by and supported by the Bronzo Housing Authority, Bibliotech, Bible Tech, and the Bronzo Coalition organization. Again, a great cause. If you know anybody who is in need, who could benefit from this, make sure you contact them. Let them know that there is help available for our community. Your mic is fine. Roman just likes them thick. I'm not even gonna say anything because he's gonna get mad at me. He's gonna go on a little rant. Hey Roman, I didn't say it, Roman. Just kidding, Roman. You know I love you, man. Even though you don't like me, I still like you. Continuing on with sports, we had a great Tuesday evening for our lady volleyball players. We saw different individuals here. Lady Lobos JV Light, they defeated Pace in 2 sets, 25-14 and 25-19. Congratulations to the JV Light Lady Lobo volleyball team. I am always supportive of student athletes, of our whiz kids in the city of Bronzeville, those in theater, those in poetry, but also those in sports. I love Lopez. I love the coaching staff. I love everything about that school. So congratulations to the JV Light on their victory yesterday. Top of the morning, Tony. Top of the morning. I see ya. The Lady Cowgirls also came out with a victory yesterday at home. Another district win. Congratulations to our Lady Cowgirls. Much love to them. Also, shouts out to Coach Venegas, the JV team and the varsity team did beat the Lopez Lobos yesterday in district play. Shouts out goes to Coach Eva, Coach Eddie Lozano, and of course, a special shouts out goes to Coach Venegas. A great program that she's setting up at Pace High School. Great to see that. Also, we had Rivera High School, and Rivera's coach Guerra, she just keeps on tackling, accumulating those wins. We previously reported earlier this year that she reached the 600 mark, the 600th win, which is outstanding. A beautiful thing about Coach Guerra is that she has her daughter on the team and her husband as an assistant coach. So it is a family affair, not only with her players who have converted into friends and family, but also it's good to see her daughter who is contributing to the team, and also to the husband there for support of the Lady Raiders. So congratulations to the Lady Raiders. They are 7-2 in district, if I'm not mistaken. This comes after a huge victory earlier this year against Harlingen High. So congratulations to all our lady volleyball team. Had a great turnout yesterday on Tuesday. Now I'm messing with the mic because I'm thinking about Roman. We had a great turnout on Tuesday. Shouts out goes to all the coaches, all the players for all their hard work, determination. It's really paying off. Keep at it. The Houston Astros yesterday, they defeated the Chicago White Sox. They pummeled them. They ended up winning the series 2-1. And the Astros, they will have a chance to win the pennant. They will be meeting the Boston Red Sox in the American League Championship Series. This is the 5th year in a row, ladies and gentlemen. This 5th year in a row that the Houston Astros have made it one series away from the ultimate prize, which is the World Series. They have been met with some controversy. Again, the whole cheating scandal a couple years ago resurfaced this past couple days when a Chicago White Sox pitcher mentioned, hey, there's something funny going on in Houston. Every time we're there, they always seem to know what's coming, it seems. Whenever we played in Chicago, the first game, they couldn't hit anything. But again, are they cheating? Are they not? We don't know. The MLB, of course, does not want this to get any bigger. But this American League Championship Series should be one for the ages. Again, 2 historic franchises, the Boston Red Sox, who had a sluggish year. They started rolling later on in the season, and the Houston Astros, of course, they have a very dynamic team. Numbers 1 through 7 on the lineup are dominant. So we'll see how it goes. We'll be following the Houston Astros and, of course, rooting for our local team. See how that goes. Your mic is fine. Roman just likes them thick. Shawty's super thick. Says she 22. We in room 222. Ricky Rouse. Your mic sounds great. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate it. Top of the morning, Tony. Top of the morning. Good morning, my man. Happy Wednesday. I think tonight on the last volleyball games for middle school, let's see who makes district. Let me know, Castro. Let me know, David. Again, it is kind of hard for me to follow 30-some schools because elementary, 30-some schools. It is kind of difficult, but I try my best. There are some schools that post on a regular basis of events, sporting events, school events, and others aren't so visible on Facebook. So I always ask my community if you have a loved one in the middle school, high school, in middle school or high school, and if there are in any extracurricular activities, make sure you take pictures. Tag me. Send me the pictures. I like Good Morning Bronzo. Gmbtx does everything possible to try to promote our local talent. Again, whether that be in poetry, theater, whether they're student athletes, or more importantly, when they're students. I try my best to let our community know of the talent that we have in our local area. So, David, if you don't mind, let me know. I know you're at Manzano. Let me know how it goes for them. And who they play with. I like to keep up to date with all that stuff. Mike sounds good. Thank you so much, Virginia. I was just joking. I sent it Osmo one time. I sent him a picture of before I went live of a picture of me like this because that's the way Roman has his mics. And every time Roman comes on, people just give him a hard time. But no, I'm just messing around, Virginia and Kat. Thank you. Yes, I actually like this mic. It was $40-$50. Roman makes fun of me because it's a cheap mic, but hey, man, I'm poor. Let me know, David. Let me know how that goes, my man. Manzano plays today volleyball. Looking forward to that. Let me know how that goes. In travel news, again, we try our best to keep up with the stock market, with travel. I'm even gonna incorporate maybe some food, nutritional stuff, maybe on Fridays. It just depends. But we got some news over the weekend, and something that may be alarming, in my opinion. We got word that Southwest canceled their flights this past Monday. And the weird thing is, there have been many talks about vaccinations. As we all know, right now, European countries are not allowing individuals to arrive into their country, into their homeland, without proof of being vaccinated. One of the reasons many individuals have been vocal about this is saying, "Hey, this is my religious belief, and I don't want this stuff in my body." Many have questioned, will airlines enforce this? Well, over 2,000 passengers were stranded this past weekend. It was estimated that just this past Monday, 435 flights were canceled, and many people started speculating: is this because they are going to be implementing a vaccine mandate for their passengers? What was the cause of this flight cancellation? And again, according to Southwest, they always try to keep everything on the down low, on the hush hush. Of course, many speculated that the pilots were I was going to say revolting. Were protesting. They were protesting because of inadequate pay, inadequate times. There are some things that they want upper management to address. But the CEO of Southwest appeared yesterday, and he did advise, and he said, "Hey, no, it's nothing wrong with our staff. We're not short staffed. The reasons why there were so many cancellations this past weekend and on Monday was because of air traffic control. We had a number of flights that had to be grounded by the FFA, the Federal Aviation Administration. And again, it seems like if this wave of cancellation is not a good thing for business. And of course, the stock market was affected by this, as we can well imagine. But I frequently use Southwest because it's affordable. I've never had any real issues using the airline. I don't really use American and Delta and the other airlines. They seem to be a little bit more expensive. Again, I'm a poor, humble servant of the city of Bronzo. I can afford to be traveling on these fancy airlines. And Southwest has been known throughout the years to be affordable and to get you to the best destination at an affordable rate. Well, will this affect logistics moving forward? Will this prevent individuals from scheduling a flight with Southwest? And again, Southwest did issue a press release. They stated that weather was a cause. They had a high volume of cancellation throughout the weekend on Monday too. They're trying their best to accommodate each and every passenger as much as possible. But how would you feel? You're in the middle of, let's say, Florida, that the southeastern part of the United States, mainly Florida, was one of the regions that was heavily affected by this. By these flight cancellations. How would you feel if you just out of the blue, your airlines just said, "Oops, sorry"? And again, we always do I always try my best to follow the itinerary. You know what I mean? We always make plans. This is what I'm going to do whenever I'm on this and this and this day. But then whenever we return, whenever our flight back, we have to be here at a certain time. We have to eat at a certain time. How that affected so many people, and how they had to rebook their flights with different airlines because of this travel mess. Would this affect your next travel destination? Will you think twice now about scheduling a flight with Southwest? I know I did, and again, I am I'm a big proponent of saving as much money as possible. Southwest has been one that has been affordable as of late. Will this affect you? And as you prepare for the holidays, a lot of people like to travel for Thanksgiving. A lot of people like to travel for Halloween, for Christmas, and for New Year's. Will this affect your travel as you go see your loved ones coming this holiday season? Local news. We got word that Save RGV filed a lawsuit in district court against the General Land Office and Cameron County. This is in regards to the closing of the beach in the city of Bronzo. They claim that in Texas, according to their constitution, beach access is not only law, but it's part of our constitution. And this, ladies and gentlemen, was filed in the 445th District Court. One thing that I do want to state, the FFA, the FFA will be having an open forum. They have invited many concerned citizens to speak at this event. Let's not forget, there have been studies. SpaceX recently was at South Padre Island. They had their workers going and asking businesses and asking them, hey, do you have insurance for your windows? Do you have insurance for the buildings? And these business owners on the island were like, who are you and why are you asking me this question? The FFA, what was I saying? FFA, the agricultural event, Vela? FAA. You see, no puedo hablar. The FAA. Thank you, Vela. The FFA. There were individuals from SpaceX going to the business owners at South Padre Island and asking them, do you have window insurance? Do you have insurance for your building? And they're freaking out. They're saying, who are you and why? Well, it came out that SpaceX fears that once they start, and if they start testing the rockets, that is going to cause a large boom that is going to affect the residents. Future Farmers Association. My bad, Vela. Thank you for being on here and correcting me. I appreciate that. SpaceX fears that the boom from these 29 Raptor engines will cause such havoc that business owners, that buildings in South Padre Island will be affected. They will feel the shake. They will feel the brunt. And many people are concerned, and they're asking the FFA, hey, do a study. Should we be worried? Are we in a position to where that we know the radius of how buildings, how neighboring cities, municipalities would be affected by this boom? The rockets make up a loud boom when they blow up. Yes, they make a loud boom. And David, it came out in the paper not too long ago how these business owners were freaking out. They were saying, what the hell is going on? Is there something that I should be worried about? Well, the FFA is inviting the community on October the 18th and the 20th to listen to the concerns. The interesting thing about this is, and if you haven't already, go and follow Becca Hinojosa. I will be talking about her a little bit later on in our featured story on the other mural. But go ahead and follow Becca Hinojosa. She has a blog here in Bronzo. A very, very smart individual. I actually came across her at 3:34 in the morning when I was preparing, when I was getting my last minute updates, my last minute things preparing for this show, as I do every day before I have a show. I came across her page. The interesting thing about this is that on these days, the 18th and the 20th of October, the FFA will be having an event for the community. The sad thing about it is that there will be no Spanish translation or closed captioning event. This is after 65 Rio Grande Valley residents requested it from the FFA. Could these be grounds for a discrimination lawsuit? That's too early to tell. But again, we invite our community. If you're worried about SpaceX, if you have any concerns, go and ask and talk to the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration. They are the ones that you need to speak to. Maybe if we amp up the volume, they will have a Spanish translator, because according to Becca Hinojosa, a local blogger here in the city of Bronzo, they will not be having that opportunity for our residents. It's kind of ironic that SpaceX decided to do an event for the community a couple days before this FFA meeting was set to be announced. There will be a community appreciation event for SpaceX this coming tomorrow at 10 a.m. Is that the 14th? 16th, I'm sorry. On Saturday at 10 a.m., SpaceX will be having a Community Appreciation Day. And again, is this perfect timing? Are they trying to say, hey, everything's all good here in Boca Chica Starbase right before the FFA, the Federal Aviation Administration, listens to the concerns of our community? just something to watch and to look forward to. Jazz Fest Festival. We are on the eve of the Latin Jazz Festival kicking off. It will be the 25th anniversary of the Latin Jazz Festival. A great event that our community is able to partake in. We have Emilio Soya, who is a Grammy Award winner, a Latin Grammy Award winner this past year in 2020. A great event. Again, we also have Super Fonicos that will be performing. And one thing I do want to stress, this is a great cultural event. And this was brought apart and begun by George Ramirez, an individual who was passionate about the arts, passionate about music, about jazz. And this individual, he is credited with being the one that started the initiative of the revitalization of downtown, of the revitalization of bars in the downtown area because of George Ramirez. And let's go back, to 97 when it all started. This is the first ticket, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first ticket that was issued back in the day. And we have seen how year in and year out, our community has been attending these events. I got these pictures from Gabriel Trevino. I believe this was back in 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Every year has been a good crowd that has showed up. And again, a great event. Many talented artists, individuals come and celebrate. We are in the middle of Hispanic Heritage Month. Jazz has a lot of history here in downtown Bronzo, going back to the late 20s and 20s, 30s, and 40s, when the whole jazz movement was picking up. But it's great to see that here in downtown Bronzo, we have events such as these. Last year, of course, because of COVID, we didn't have an opportunity to celebrate this event. But again, if you're free Friday and Saturday, stop by, show support, show love, enjoy the culture, enjoy the arts. That is what it is all about. Again, the 25th anniversary of the Bronzo Latin Jazz Festival will take place Friday and Saturday, the 15th and the 16th. Latin Grammy Award winner Emilio Soya and Superphonics will be performing, will be on the main stage. So I highly recommend my community. If you have time available, please go, show support, show love, take pictures, send them my way. I'm going to be swamped this week, and I wish maybe I could go for a couple hours, maybe on Saturday, because I worked late Sunday. So I might go late Friday after I'm done, maybe like around 9 or 10. It would depend on the government. It would depend if the government is paying for it or if SpaceX is paying for it. Are you talking about the Are you talking about the community event, or are you talking about the FFA? I'm not sure. I think that was brought upon by the FFA regarding the concerns of our community. But if you could clear that up, if that's the community event or you're referring to the FFA where they didn't have the translators. 75% of the island is owned by Mexican nationals, so yes, it is not discrimination, but inconsiderate of them. A lot of Jews own a lot of property. I found that out firsthand a couple of years ago, and people will tell me, 10 years ago, hey man, there's a lot of Jewish people in Top Hat Island. There's a lot of money out there. I don't know. Community Hinojosa, I used to go to the jazz festival a long time ago, and very few people went, so I stopped going. I am glad it has gained in popularity. As of recent years, it has. I think Shenanigans is also part of it. They host events of Latin Jazz Festival where they kind of do it where once it ends downtown, the whole party is at Shenanigans. I do remember seeing that. But again, it is a great event. Good to support the arts, good to support the culture, good to support jazz, which was big back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. Good morning, Mr. Olivo. Good morning, Perez. How's it going? If you didn't watch the show from the very beginning, I encourage you to do so. You might like the video that was presented. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your friendship. Hope you have a great day. FAA. I'm saying the FFA. The FFF. I'm sorry, Vela. I can't talk. I stutter. I am sorry. I'm sorry, my friend. Appreciate you. Thank you for helping me out. And now for our feature story. We have gotten a lot of a lot of community involvement regarding the mural. Just weeks after a controversy erupted over the painting of the Gmbtx on the wall of the historic Capitol Theater uh, by a California artist, another mural currently right now is going up, is being made, is being worked on. This building is on the corner of Washington and 11th Street, uh, and we posted yesterday of the work so far. And let me tell you, this is beautiful. Individuals, all I could hear from them was nothing but rave reviews, saying, "Man, this is amazing. This is beautiful. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted from the very beginning." And if you see the work, it is amazing. Great piece that we have here. And shouts out to Gabriel Trevino. I did stop by his art expo this past weekend, and I asked him questions. I was like, "Hey, what do you think about this mural?" He's like, "You know what? She's very talented. She's from Mexico City. I have followed her work. One thing that I am going to expect to see is butterflies. If you look at her work, her portfolio, a lot of her work encompasses or deals with butterflies." And I was like, "Really?" I was like, "So you think that butterflies is going to be the theme?" He's like, "I know so." And sure enough, he was right on the money. But again, this compared to the pink wall is beautiful. We see the contrast in colors, the beauty of this. Now, while this doesn't signify, Bronzo or our Mexican culture, I think we can appreciate this. Vela states that it's beautiful, it's nice, and it's professionally done, but it still does not say Bronzo. And I couldn't agree with you more. This is something that many have questioned. What is the purpose of this? I believe Mayor Mendez at one time stated that the focus was for people to look at this and be happy. I think that was his comments on the first mural, or maybe he had that idea for all the murals. Still, all pastel colors. Yes, but in contrast from the previous mural to this, I think it's actually better. Again, that is just my opinion. And I did post yesterday on our page, and many residents were vocal and saying, "Hey, we support this. We like this." Uh, there is support of local volunteers. Now, whether they're going to get paid or not, we'll be talking about that momentarily. But it is nice to see. Nice to see something like this taking place. This local artist from Mexico City took part in this. Um, and Mayor Mendez did previously state, "Hey, we understand that many individuals are not going to like these murals. This is something that art is kind of weird because it's how do I say it? It's abstract. Um, it is art in the eyes of the beholder. Not everybody will agree. Because what I like, Vela might not like. I like graffiti art. Uh, that's my thing. I grew up watching my friends. I was gonna say I grew up watching my friends smell paint and go off on being graffiti artists. But I grew up on that. I watched my friends tag. I unfortunately wasn't. I'm not talented enough. But I would see my friends in this process. And it's beautiful. And again, art is very abstract. What I might like, you might not like, and vice versa. Um, but again, that this is the second mural that is being put up. The news agency was out there to ask questions of the volunteers of this artist who is from Mexico City. One thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I do want to state is that we got our hands on some information. And again, if you haven't already, please go to Twitter and follow Becca Hinojosa. Again, I found this blogger at 4 in the morning when I was doing my last minute details for the show. And one thing that I do want to post, she requested a public information request. She made a public information request with the city of Bronzo regarding the murals. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see this because my thing is a little weak. But let me see if I can if I can blow it up here. Miss Hinojosa got an email. This is between Monica Telam, Ramiro Gonzalez, Felipe Moreno is CC'd on here, and also in the other email, we will see that a representative from the Must Foundation. Here it is, Igor Kurvanov. He is right here on the top right. Again, I apologize. It is kind of small. Let's see if you can see Igor. Their name, Igor at Must Foundation, right here on the top right corner. Well, in the emails, again, this email was titled LA-based artist and illustrator Teddy Kelly, first to contribute to downtown Bronzo. And look what it says. Hi, Ramiro. This looks good. I made some very minor revisions. I also removed the phrase encourage local artists since we are kicking off with the mural project with an artist from LA. Please let me know if you have any questions. And another thing that is interesting to see down here at the very, very bottom, I'm going to blow it up once again. I apologize if you can't see. At the very bottom, the last line, ladies and gentlemen, and I do apologize. I do need to blow this up. At the very bottom, it says, see attached. Feel free to clean up and send to mayor. I'm waiting on final approval from artists and Musk. This is from Ramiro Gonzalez to his team within the city. And again, not to say that I told you so, or not to say that, we were on this from the very beginning, but it has been our stance that the city of Bronzo is having Papi Musk give the final say. And one thing I do want to state, this individual has given $30 million of his money to Cameron County, 20 to Cameron County, 10 to downtown Bronzo. There have been many questions. Who gave him the idea to donate to downtown Bronzo? Who gave him the idea to revitalize downtown? My theory is that he wants his employees, his workers, to be able to go downtown to enjoy the historical districts. Maybe these murals from California would say, hey, we are home. We feel like home. But these messages let us know what the city of Bronzo was doing from the very beginning. And all we ask for, ladies and gentlemen, is transparency. All we ask for is being upfront. It wasn't until the city of Brownsville, the mayor, saw the backlash that the first mural got because, hey, what is the Saved by the Bell wall doing? What is the Pepto-Bismol wall doing? Why can't we have a local artist who is going to show and represent the Mexican culture, the jazz, how chess is big in Brownsville, how our birds are many people come to South Texas to Brownsville because of our birds. Why aren't we going to see this? Why wasn't the city commission? Why wasn't the mayor upfront about this? Because it's not in their best interest. And this is something that we have been long preaching about. Again, to no avail. I also removed the phrase encourage local artists. With Columbus Day just passed on Monday, we talked about on Monday's show how businesses from California, you have Tesla, Oracle, Hewlett Packard, they're moving their headquarters from California to Texas. And there's many reasons. We don't have a state tax in Texas. That could be one. The cost of living in California has skyrocketed. We reported on Monday how the median household average is $900,000. And you can't expect individuals who are going to California to work to be able to afford these places. We understand that. One thing that we also have been stating is, why don't we just say, look, this is Musk's money. He's going to have final say on this. If hey, we have to appease Papi Musk. I'm okay with this. This is something that we have been talking about for the longest time. But don't do it how you did it. Don't do it at Los Escondidas. Like, oh, we're gonna have a first artist, from California, and then once you saw the backlash, say, oh no, wait, whoa. Local artists will be able to partake in this event. Maybe not in the first one, maybe not in the second one, maybe not in the third, but eventually you'll have an opportunity. Another interesting thing that we found from this public information request of emails from Becca Hinojosa. Again, if you haven't already, please go to Twitter and put Becca, Bekah Hinojosa. She is a blogger from Bronzo. I'm not sure from Bronzo, but she does cover Bronzo. A very, very talented individual. She just became my new favorite blogger of what she has to say. Another interesting thing that we found through these emails is the price. Street murals is going to be valued at close to $78,000. Let me bring it up. Here we have an email stating from Ramiro Gonzalez to Igor at the Must Foundation. It reads, sorry about taking a few days, blah, blah, blah. Street murals at $78,000. Ted Kelly would be here late August and Sofia early September. First Friday at $50,000, 50% local match. So how much money are these artists getting? And one thing that I do want to state is that Mayor Mendez, when he did post about this second mural coming up, many individuals were kind of targeting him and saying, because he made a post and then somebody said, well, I hope they're getting paid because it seems like if only outsiders, I hope these volunteers who are second fiddle, who are just coming on just because we saw the backlash, I hope they're getting paid. And Mayor Mendez said, oh, I forgot to post. Of course they're getting paid. Are they getting paid the 20 grand? Are they getting paid the 30 grand? Again, we understand that this is Papi Musk's money. We understand that he's going to have the final say so. We understand. We just want our elected officials to be upfront. We can take the hit. We can take the news. But what bothers me is that when they do this behind our backs, when they do this and say, well, deal with it. Oh, you want to cry? Okay. Are you done? All right, next. That's the way I feel, unfortunately. So $78,000 has been set aside from the Must Foundation to be able to pay for these murals. Again, question, are our local artists going to get a big share of this? No. Are artists from outside of the city of Bronzo going to receive the chunk of this? Yes. We saw how Ted Kelly's mural went for 20 grand. How much will this mural, which again, art is subjective. Vela says that based on influence or by personal feelings, tastes, or opinions. Again, we could all agree to that. But again, if we are in the process of revitalizing downtown Bronzeville, why don't we stimulate our local economy by putting money into the pockets of our local artists? Mayor Mendez is asking for $200,000. Let's say our calculations, Mayor Mendez has asked or will be asking for close to $330,000 to revitalize his part of downtown Bronzeville, his offices, his buildings. But according to him, it seems too much to pay 20 grand for these local artists. Do you see what's wrong here? Again, when will our community be tired of politicians who don't see what's in the best interest of us as a whole? Why aren't our politicians vocal? Why don't they fight for us? Because they don't care. Because they're too busy about asking for grants. They're too busy creating LLCs to master companies. They're too busy having their dad in the planning and zoning. They're too busy of having Washing Republic's garbage disposal. We're too busy renting out SpaceX employee our homes. We're too busy working on a Jardín Hotel so my friends at the Bronzo Housing Authority could get dibs. Again, we're okay if Papi Musk says, you know what, people, I want this guy. Just tell it how it is. That's the way I've always been with people. I always told, my ex-girlfriends, hey, if you don't love me, tell me. If you don't like me, tell me. Don't leave me hanging. I can take it. I'll cry. I'll throw myself on the ground. I'll do this, but I'll take it. That's all I ask from my elected officials. Be upfront. Transparency is a word that is used loosely. I'm transparent. But it doesn't come to light until Erasmo Castro posts on his page that the mayor was requesting $300,000. It is not until Becca Hinojosa does a public information request to see the process of this and finds out that, hey, we're going to be removing the phrase local artists because it doesn't pertain to them. We're going to set aside $78,000 that will not go to our local artists. Ain't that kind of funny, guys? How our mayor is asking for hundreds of thousands of dollars, how Limas is asking for hundreds of thousands of dollars, but then they don't see it right for the Must Foundation's money to be used for local artists. Am I the only one that sees that kind of ironic? $200,000, $300,000, that's not expensive. $20,000 for a local artist. Whoa. Eso es mucho. ¿Cómo crees? Again, where are our priorities, ladies and gentlemen, on the city commission? Are they fighting for you? Are they providing a better quality of life for you and your children? Can we expect our future generations to live and prosper in the city of Brownsville? Or will we continue electing elected officials who are only looking out for their best interests while you and I and our kids and our loved ones are meant to suffer? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the rest of the story. Let's see. You're sorry. I'm Taki. Hi, Taki. I wasn't sure if I got that right, but hey, there's Jews at the island that own business on the island. Yes, there are lots of Jews that own business on the island. Big bucks. The FFA is mostly paid by airlines and airports, not completely by the federal government. So Title VI would not cover it. Thank you, David. My fellow historian. I did take classes with David. Not sure if you remember. I think we took a class with David Fisher, Dr. David Fisher, back in the day. I appreciate your comments, David Smith. I'm still waiting for your top 5 to make its way to Good Morning Bronzo, Gmbtx. I appreciate you, my man. You are a brain. It is nice, beautiful, professional, but it still does not say Brownsville on the second mural. Still all pastel colors. Graffiti madness. Are we going to look like a New York subway wall? They're going for the LA look, of course. Definitely more appealing to me compared to the first mural. Art is subjective. Yes, it is subjective. Whatever I may like, you may not like, Vela. I agree. That would be awesome on this wall in Austin. Yeah. But again, we seem to invite our local we seem to invite conquistadores from the outside to come and pillage our city and take what they'd like, and our citizens, bien gracias. Channel 5 was going to show the interview of these involved in the mural painting. Didn't watch. I didn't see. Again, I always make sure to watch the 5 o'clock news, the 6 o'clock news, the 10 o'clock news. I may not be always on time, but I always go back. That is why I always stay up. If you haven't seen, I have bags under my eyes. I don't sleep. But again, I'm trying to do my best, my very best, to provide you with all the latest information. Since our Bronzo Herald is a no-show. Subjective, based on influence by personal feelings, tastes, or opinions. I agree with you, my lady. Excellent opening to your program, Mr. Olivo. Thank you for sharing Orlando's performance. I really appreciate you. Shouts out to Mr. Orlando. He's got a great head on his shoulders, a bright future. Hopefully he will be a future Baylor. Is it Baylor Bear or Baylor Bearcat? It's Bear, right? They're Bears in Waco. Again, special shouts out goes to veterans marching band. Special shouts out goes to the veteran football team. They have their phenom sensation, Michael McHale, as a four-chip prospect. He is not only a wide receiver, he's an H-back, he's a running back. He is an athlete all over the field. So thank you, Mr. Perez, for providing me with that video. I really appreciate it. Special shouts out goes to your son Orlando, and more importantly, to our great people at Veterans High School. Thank you so much for your time. There should be a mural of faces of Erasmo, Frankie, Roman, and Ray, and Frank Marr for craps and giggles. We'll see. Also, one thing I do want to state, Juan Montoya on El Run did post that some businesses downtown weren't given that luxury of being able to paint their walls. We had downtown business owners who were curious, saying, "Oh, so if you're allowing these business owners to paint their walls, I could do the same." And they were in the process of painting their walls, and the city said, "Nope, you're not allowed to do so." So again, we'll be working on that story. We'll be getting more information on that, and we'll be providing it as soon as we complete it. We're all working on that. If the city is upfront about changing something like this, what else are they not upfront about? Thank you. Again, when we found out that the mayor was trying to request or requested $300,000, that is just one person. That is just one or several of his LLCs. We found out that he has 5. Imagine what else is out there. Is there a can of worms? Is the DA's office going to open up something that is not good for our city commission? Again, only time will tell. It appears the city devalues their own constituents. Why? we were good enough to ask for our vote and accept our campaign donations. Wow, that's a very good analogy. Very, very good analogy that I hadn't thought of really, or I hadn't put it to words, Vela. It is so true. Why do they only value our opinion? Why do they only value us when it's time to vote, when they are out campaigning? I knew that Golonsky was out giving chicken plates. Vote for me, please. Yo soy de la famosa. No, you're not. They only come to us whenever they need our donations, whenever they need our vote. But whenever we're vocal, whenever we're outspoken about something, fake news, keep crying. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know the whole story. Well, why don't you tell us the whole story? That's what bothers me, guys. But again, who am I? Charity begins at home. Well said. If there was a shortage of muralists here in Bronzo, I could see bringing in outside artists, but we have great muralists here, and this could provide a national stage for them. One thing I do want to state, David, I was at Gabriel Trevino's Art Expo this past weekend, and look, he had his pieces up for sale. Me, I'm up and coming. I'm trying to make a name for myself. I do have some money again, but I am not able to buy big things. And again, art is subjective. Mr. Gabriel Trevino did have paintings there for sale. Even though I couldn't buy anything per se, and there were things $100, $200, some $1,000. I think the most expensive one was $1,000. But one thing I can tell you, David, you should have seen the look on Gabriel Trevino's face when he saw people at his expo. And you have to understand this about artists, guys. It's like they're children. It's their passion. It's what drives them. So you could see his face was just, wow, these people came to see my work. To me, that is worth more than gold or money, because after a while, money is spent. Money comes and goes. But that feeling of euphoria, that orgasmic feeling of saying, hey, these people came to see my work, that is what is gold to them. And that is what I saw from Gabriel Trevino. He wasn't out there asking for money. Buy my work, buy my work. Of course, any artist lives off of that. And they want that. They want that to be their profession. Unfortunately, many artists here locally don't have the privilege of getting works of $20,000. You would think that someone here locally would want to stimulate our local economy by putting the money back into our local artists so they can spend, so they can hire apprentices to help them with their work, so they can, pay it forward. Instead, we're paying individuals from the outside. And again, I do understand Papi Musk, this is his money, and Papi Musk wanted an LA vibe, LA feel for downtown Bronzo. But just tell us that. Don't give us the runaround. That's just my opinion. $300,000 covers the cost of the campaign. And Mayor Mendez did spend $250,000. I had not thought of that, Vela. Good analogy. Wow. That's true. Could this be a way for him to get his money back? Again, he's going to say we're fake news and all, but good morning, Salinas. How's it going? Special shouts out goes to all my people in Cameron County. Thank you for everything that you do. Shouts out goes to y'all, my man. It is not illegal. No, we're not saying that it is illegal, but it is definitely very, very unethical. But again, the weird thing is that these individuals, they don't see nothing wrong. They don't see nothing wrong with they themselves, they and their friends being the first ones to get the dibs, first ones in line. My idea of public service, ladies and gentlemen, is for our elected officials to be at the very end. I want my people. Yo quiero que la raza venga y reciba este dinero, que use estos recursos para poder sobrevivir. Estamos en una área en los Estados Unidos en que hay mucha pobreza y nuestros oficiales aquí no ven la necesidad y ellos mismos agarran ese dinero que es para la ciudad en total y ellos mismos lo usan para su beneficio. That's what pisses me off, Ella, that our elected officials, they're always the first ones in line. My idea of politics is I'm going to let my people go first. I'm going to make the announcement. Hey, guys, we're going to have a workshop. We're going to be having an open invite to all our business owners, all those individuals that want help on applying for these loans. We're going to have all the department heads. We're going to have BCIC, GBIC here present. That way we can help facilitate your application. I'm actually signing on to work right now because I'm running a little bit late, but I want to finish off. That is what I want my local elected officials to do. Hey, we're over here. Business owners, mi sastre en la 14, mi taquería en la Southbolt, Marcelos, véngase. I'm going to help you get a loan. I'm going to help you get a grant for your business. But everything was done a las escondidas. Everything was came to light because Erasmo Castro said it. And now it's like, oh, well, you're fake news. That's what I don't like about our elected officials. They do whatever is in their best interest, not ours. BISD teachers watching the show instead of working flojos. Hey man, it's not 8 a.m. I love my teachers. Special shouts out goes to them. Hopefully, we'll give you guys what you truly deserve. It's unfortunate that individuals such as Denise Garza, who sits on the budget committee, is not vocal, as vocal as I would like for my teachers. She's out there just doing whatever the recommendations say. She's not fighting for my teachers. She's not fighting for our special needs population, even though that is her forte. But again, who am I? They see it. They don't care. Les vale papa. You said it best. I am not sure that this is legal. Asking for a city tax dollars from people you appoint to the board are dependent or on you to stay on the board. And again, we have brought up those questions as to, what are the legalities of this? And again, our DA did appear at one of the BCIC meetings where this money was supposed to be granted. We saw how Michael Limas, he abstained from an agenda item because he did see the big bad wolf, which is Luis Science, there in attendance. And he did mention, hey, I'm not going to vote because I have a conflict of interest. Well, what other things have you voted that you might have had a conflict of interest? Again, this is only the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to get very, very bad in the very next few weeks. Appreciate your time. It is 8 a.m. Wow. I got the network screaming in my ear. It's a 30-minute show. Get the heck off. Thank you so much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Again, it is not easy going on here, but I take great pride in knowing that there are individuals out in my community who care about each other and only want what's best for the city of Bronzo. It's unfortunate that our elected officials don't have that same sentiment. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Have a great Wednesday. Hope to see you here on Friday. God bless.